Alright guys, we're now counting hours to Diablo 4's open beta, and if you haven't checked your emails yet, you can already pre-install the beta client. We'll go over how you can do that quickly on both PC and consoles, what times you can play, and what you should do to better get ready for the early access weekend. Now before we jump in, I want to give a big thanks to Naraka Bladepoint for sponsoring today's video. There's actually a crossover with Wolong Fallen Dynasty starting March 2nd, letting you join in-game events to get exclusive cosmetics. Well, now you have the chance to try it out for free starting March the 15th up until the 19th. Also, during the free trial period and up until March the 21st, you can grab it for a nice 50% discount on both Steam and the Epic Games Store. But it also comes free with an Xbox Game Pass subscription. Now, Naraka Bladepoint has a lot of awesome heroes to choose from and even more weapons with unique movesets. You can truly dominate your foes in style with the strongest combos and some well-timed counters. But starting March 16th, they also release Akos, a super strong and agile brand new hero that can transform into a beast. So make sure to check out the game right now using the links down below, take advantage of the free trial and the 50% discount, and I'll give another big thanks to Naraka Bladepoint for sponsoring this video. Now, if you pre-purchase Diablo 4 digitally on the PC, your account is already flagged for the beta, so all you have to do is to pick the beta client from the game versions menu. PC version also lets you choose if you want the high resolution pack or not for those with 4K monitors or who want to play on the ultra settings and still want to take advantage of the higher quality assets. Though do keep in mind that this is almost double your install size as the pack is almost 43 gigs, about the same as the size of the base client. Now, for console users and those who pre-purchase the physical edition, you should have already received an email with the codes. Amazon's help page already confirmed they sent out codes for PlayStation and Xbox since yesterday, March the 16th, and a lot of users have already reported their codes coming in. Now, I don't have an Xbox, but for PlayStation, you can easily redeem the code by heading into the PlayStation Store, picking the options menu on the top right, and then choosing to redeem it. This will let you choose between a PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 version of Diablo 4, and in this case, the PS5 one occupied about 36 gigs in total, which was not too bad. However, it also looks like the codes can work for the PC, at least some of the users have confirmed that, so do let me know down below if you can also do that on the PC version too. Moving on though, we also have the early access times which start at 9 AM PDT, March 17, as we talked about in the previous videos, which is later today or 5 PM CET for all my fellow European players out there. Blizzard also corrected the dates on the official beta page, which now mentions it runs up until the 19th. Then again, because of time zone differences, for some of you that might mean the 20th of March, but again, it lasts the same time for everybody around the globe. But what I'm most excited for is the World Boss encounter against Ashava the Pestilent, since World Boss encounters give you tons of loot and XP. During the early access and open beta weekends, this boss will spawn at specific times, starting tomorrow, Saturday, March 18 at 10 AM, 10 PM, and then 12 PM PDT respectively, and one more time on Sunday at 12 AM PDT. However, it's worth noting that doing these boss encounters for the heaps of extra loot is going to be worth it because they drop tons of rares and especially legendaries that you get for your character. The fight also scales up the more players are around it, but that also means you can take it down slightly easier depending on the group. This boss also uses a claw swipe kind of attack that can deal huge damage around it in a pretty large area, so you'll have to stay away from it when it does that. It also casts a lot of acid attacks that leave pools of poison on the ground for a pretty long duration, so this also means you have to just navigate around them. And despite its size, it can also jump and do ground pounds, so you do have to stay up on your toes. In the previous closed betas, this boss spawned very close to the Crucible, an area located in the bottom right of the map. I cannot show it to you right now, but you can basically find it quite easily, and there's also going to be an in-game timer which lets you know how much you have left to prepare before the boss fight even starts. And since it only starts the second day of the early access, you'll have at least one character fully equipped by then, hopefully at level 25 and with a bunch of legendaries ready. Good to know that these spawn timers are set this way only during the beta weekends, likely for stress testing reasons, but might be different in the final release. But moving on, even at that stage, just level 25, the open beta already includes a very wide selection of armors for each class, between 15 to 20 sets for each one of them, as confirmed by Wowhead, which now gave us a few glimpses to the Barbarian and the Rogue set. And I can confirm that these, as well as many more, dropped during the last betas too, specifically the higher end, cooler looking ones that you can see right here. Not sure if any newer ones were added since then, but I remember distinctively that there was a lot of diversity when it came to these drops. Thanks to the Wowhead page, as I've said, we have a glimpse to many of them, so I'm gonna leave some links down below that you can follow if you want to see all of them. And the best part is that you can obviously repeat a lot of the content in the beta, such as dungeons and bosses, if you found a really nice spot to farm higher grade loot. We also discussed about the codex system previously and the legendary aspects that it provides that drop from specific dungeons for each class, so those alone are a great incentive to take part in them. And also do not forget that by reaching level 20 during any of these beta weekends will also give you 2 unique titles that carry over to the full game, as well as a cosmetic wolf pup that you can carry on your back. Looks pretty sweet, and this one also transfers to your account, which means you can use it in the full game too. But the progress that you have done with these characters will not carry over, as we previously discussed, as all of this will be reset and you'll have to start from the very beginning. Finally, Blizzard also gave us a better preview at the pre-order and Ultimate Edition bonuses, including the 2 mounts called Temptation and Lightbearer. Unfortunately, these unlock only after level 30, I believe, so we won't have access to mounts in the beta to test them out, but they will be available in the final release, or at least hopefully close to it. Deluxe Edition and up also get the Carapace mount armor, and the Ultimate Edition also gets the Wings of the Creator emote, which looks pretty decent, I guess. I've said this before, I'm not gonna lie, and I don't really care about the rewards that Blizzard give us for some of their other games, even though I do play them. But if you do, you get some cool sets for Diablo 3, Diablo Immortal, and the mount for World of Warcraft. I will say this, I kind of wish that they did a little bit more for those who don't play these games and maybe get a different kind of advantage, or maybe a way to switch up to something different. Personally, I bought the Ultimate Edition, but only because I'm a content creator, so I do make videos about everything. I made a case why Digital Deluxe might be the best bang for its buck, so maybe go for that one. It still gives you the Battle Pass, which is $10 extra, and you get a few more things on top, like the mounts and that armor. But this is pretty much it. As always, if you enjoyed this video, a thumbs up on it would be awesome, and if you want to see more Diablo content on the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate that notification bell. We're also doing giveaways over the next couple of weeks, so do stay tuned up for that. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.